It's an honor to have the opportunity to present here. Currently, I serve as a professor in the Department of Advertising and Public Relations at Namsal University. Mm, my research is a study on the impact of virtual reality advertising on recall and attitude according to presence and immersion. Uh, Interesting, VR has increased in the field of information technology uh, and communication. With VR advertising, consumer can be experience product and services as they would in real life in a virtual environment. Video and sound contents are implemented in a 360-degree uh, immersive visual environment that enable various presence and interactions. Thus, VR advertising reinforces a positive brand image as well as new brand experiences. Presence is a theoretical variable that frequently appears in research on VR and augmented reality. It is the immersive experience, the feeling that users have of actually being in the virtual world. They form an attitude towards the content. However, previous studies have considered presences as only subjective and cognitive uh, concept that exist only through media. Therefore, there is need to analyze the immersion levels that media user reaches through experiences various type of presences and examine the effects theory. Moreover, users who experience VR advertising content form an attitude towards the advertisement in accordance with the immersion level. They store information in memory and retrieve it when making a purchase decision. What kind of information do users remember as they experience VR and AR advertising? They remember the overall attitudinal informational as well as the detailed product attribute information. And this experiment says the presence, cognitive presence, emotional presence, and media presence. And immersion level is high or low of VR advertising as independent variables. And such the attitude toward advertising and attitude related memory and global related memory as dependent variable. This study is 3x2. VR technology enables a user to perceive the virtual as real. The user is immersively in the perceived the process through the visual field as the real world. To that end, head-mounted display (HDM) devices provide innovative and emotional experiences and flow. Immersive VR uses HMD devices. Head-mounted display enables the user to identify with VR characters. Given the most reality we experience is conducted by our vision, replacing real life with a virtual environment by blocking the visual field maximize the sense of immersion. As HMD devices block our peripheral visual field, immersive VR provide user with a greater sense of immersion and reality than non-immersive VR. Regarding immersive VR, Champion Murray stated that user is likely forms a sense of reality and suspend disbelief in the virtual world by taking on a new identity and playing a role with a new emotional experience. Recently, at the Cannes International Advertising Festival, VR advertising production for industries such as food and beverage and fashion and automobiles has been dimensioned by companies such as Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Volvo, respectively. Although there is no objective index or research on the effects of VR advertising, it is clear that VR advertising provides consumers with experiences and presences for a new brand experience beyond the existing advertising content. Presence is the illusion that the user experiences while using and consuming media. The experiences of feeling as if a virtual situation or real life. When users experience presence, immersion in the information environment increases, which positively affects attitude or memories. Although VR researchers have classified various different types of presence, it can be broadly divided into three dimensions, and mental presence, and emotional presence, and physical presence. And cognitive presence can be understood as the process of acquiring a new cognitive information system by integrating the user's prior knowledge with the new information on a product or service. And emotional presence is the process in which emotions such as joy, excitement, and sadness are expressed through the emotional immersion. And media presence is the process of creating the illusion that the world or exists. Without media smartphones, research that applied these three types of presence to VR advertising found that all contribute to forming a positive attitude. However, for cognitive and media presence, it was found that the effects of memories on product attribute information is high. And for emotional presence, it was found that attitude is formed by remembering comprehensive information about product. Immersion is a variable that is personalized through media experience and immersion. As introduced by Csikszentmihalyi, immersion is the best experience that an individual feels through media and mental and physical excitement in an immersive state. When consumers are exposed to information or advertisement, what kind of information do they remember and use for judgment? According to previous studies related to memory, consumers comprehensively access non-evaluative information on advertisements or product attributes qualitatively rather than quantitatively. In other words, they classify non-evaluative information to form an attitude towards the content. Attribute memory, ARM, refers to the information recollected by an individual as they remember specific attribute information on a product or service presented in advertisement. Consumers comprehensively evaluate this attribute information to form an attitude towards the content, which is called Global Related Memory and GRM. Based on this discussion, the following hypotheses are established. Hypothesis 1. Although attitudes toward the VR advertisement content will all be positive regardless of the presence type, it will be more positive when the immersion level is high and less positive when the immersion level is low. Hypothesis 2. Regarding cognitive presence in VR advertising, ARM will increase if the immersion level is high. However, GRM will increase if the immersion level is low. Hypothesis 3. Regarding emotional presence in VR advertising, GRM will increase if the immersion level is high. However, ARM will increase if the immersion level is low. Regarding media presence in VR advertising, GRM will be recollected more than ARM regardless of the immersion level. The experiment was conducted in a separate VR experience booth on the first floor of COEX. The advertisement for virtual reality was selected as Hyundai Motor's Ioniq model. It was manufactured separately for this study and experimented. 168 subjects participated in the experiment. However, 143 people, except for the unpaced answer sheet, were used for the final analysis. The experiment used HMD equipment, Galaxy Gear VR, to experience virtualized reality, and after responding to questions about presence, immersion, attitude, ARM and GRM, after experience of VR advertisement video of 1 minute 30 seconds. Experiment ended. The subjects who participated in the experiment were given coffee gift cards. According to the hypothesis test results, an interaction effects between the independent variable and the dependent variables is examined as this. Hypothesis 1 and 2, 3 was supported. However, hypothesis 4 was rejected. Hypothesis 4 predicted that regarding media presence in VR advertising, GRM will be recollected more than ARM, regardless of the immersion level. As a result of the study, regardless of the immersion level, both ARM and GRM had a low memory pass with mean value of 2.23 and 2.28. Therefore, hypothesis 4 was rejected. The results revealed that positive attitudes were formed towards the advertisement used in the experiment when the level of emotional presence was the highest. In addition, higher immersion levels established positive attitudes toward the advertisement. Finally, media presences effects on memory were found to be very low regardless of the immersion level. Accordingly, if a product has unique characteristics rather than increasing immersion, a more effective communication strategy would be to produce advertising content that conveys the new knowledge system by enabling users to acquire information and knowledge about the product through the VR content. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.